Could you repeat for a moment your evaluation of the Nixon-Kennedy debates, because it seemed to say a lot about the media, as you understand it, what television can do for one person and not for another?
It seems rather remote, but
it's a little far back.
People who heard the Nixon-Kennedy debates on radio were amazed that anybody could have any doubt about who was superior. On radio, Nixon sounded infinitely superior to Kennedy. Some people I knew actually heard the debates first on radio, not on TV.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
And so radio is a hot private medium by comparison with TV, and there's no comparison. Nixon is a superior in that form. In the private debate mode, basically carrying the private point of view and the private point right through, he has it. But in putting on the public, which is a corporate act of play and participation, it's very difficult for a very well-defined private image to get with it. And it's a difficult thing to put on a public until you're prepared to play, as you are doing with your mask.
A mask.
You're putting on a mask which is corporate and role-playing. It's not a private goal. You see, when you put on a mask, you're no longer seeking a private goal. It's if you put on a little masquerade mask like this, it means you're prepared to play fun and games. And it's corporate and festive. And it's
what do you mean by corporate?
Well, it's the difference. For example, a motorcycle cop has a costume, whereas the street cop merely has a uniform. And the kids will imitate the motorcycle cop as an easy rider, as a man in a role, but they shun this private dressed bureaucrat, the job holder. To him, he's repelled. To them, the TV generation of kids will go with the mask, the image, and the play. But the merely private job holder to them is alien. And they feel absolutely repelled by this image of the private bureaucrat with his rule book and his pencil. Whereas the Cyclops, the motorcycle cop, is a costume wearer, role player, involved corporate. And, it's not private, you see. So it's like the mini. The mini skirt is a tribal corporate costume, powerful. The midi is merely a private dress. It's not corporate. And this is the mystery of the mini and the midi. The mini is a tribal costume worn by all primitive societies, men and women alike, whereas the midi is merely a private dress which is subject to fashion. The mini is not fashionable. It isn't subject to change. It is a role.
I hope not.
No, it's of course, some people think the end is in sight.
Oh, please.
TV sucks the brain right out of the skull. So, next seminar, we'll probe the content of television.
Professor McClure,
Well, of course, the content of television is movies, but the message of television is what it does to us, the users.
Are you saying that the medium is more important than the message it carries?
No. The medium is not more important than the message. It's obvious. The medium is the message.
The medium is the message? What does that mean?
Well, of course, the medium is the message. It's what I...
He's full of great ideas.
Like print changed the shape of the world,
People
remember?
don't read newspapers, they get into them like a warm bath.
This Canadian changed the way the world thinks about communications.
If the medium is the message, then the content must be the audience. And of course, electronic information is turning the world into a global village. Take light bulbs, they're an information medium.